Hi guys, this is Sohan Hind. Welcome you back to my new session about PTE Speaking. In this section, I will explain what you need to do to get maximum score in a PTE Speaking section. So if you're all set, so let's begin the show. Alright, so the first section is read aloud. In this section, you need to focus on clarity of speech. Please make sure that you speak with moderate speed and try to be a bit more loud than usual. Please don't mind what other person would be thinking. Just be loud and clear. Also make sure on 10 seconds of practice time, you reiterate the difficult words. Also pay enough attention to pauses in between. Make sure you are using proper modulation in your speech. Modulation will make it look better, and you would be able to fetch maximum marks in this section. All right, so the next part in the speaking section is repeat sentence. So my first advice to everyone is don't try to write down anything. You will hear a lecture that may be consisting of around 10 to 12 words. So what you need to do, just close your eyes and pay maximum attention to that one-liner lecture. And then within 3 seconds, please underline my words, within 3 seconds you need to speak it out with full confidence. If you do not speak 3 seconds, believe me, if there's a silence, your mic will automatically get shut down and nothing will get recorded. So as soon as that lecture finishes, within 3 seconds, you need to speak it out. Also, I want to make sure that you understand that it is a machine algorithm that will check your answer. So what does that mean? That means whatever you are going to speak, it is a machine that will check it, not a human being. So how will machine will check this thing? Machine will simply do one thing. Machine will run an algorithm. What that algorithm will check is the keywords. So like it says, India is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So there are keywords in this sentence like India, beautiful, country. So if you say these words with proper pronunciation, believe me, you are going to get 100% on this section. So don't worry that out of 12 words, if you just say 10, that's perfectly fine. You're gonna get complete marks here. But make sure when you say it, you say with the proper pronunciation and clarity. And yes, 3 seconds rule. Never ever try to forget that. That is very important rule to keep in mind all the time throughout the examination. Good luck. All right, so here we are on the next part, which is describe image section. So this is my most favorite section. I would say this is the most easiest section as well, because what does this section demand from you is you speak out all the keywords given on a proper image. Like if you see there's an image, there's an x-axis, there's an y-axis. Make sure you speak it out everything that is written there with utmost clarity, confidence, and better pronunciation. Yes, people say there are rules you need to follow, like you need to start that this pie chart represent dash dash dash, and then you go to the middle section of it, and then you end it by saying that to conclude we can say this pie chart is all about increasing human population, like this. But believe me, if you follow this introduction, middle section, and conclude part, believe me, that is fine. Even if you do not follow it, what you need to follow is you just need to follow every keyword given on the chart, starting from the headline of it, then from go to the right, left, see every keyword you speak on the x-axis and the y-axis. Because as I told you earlier too, this is a machine which is going to check what you are going to speak there. So machine algorithm will check all those keywords in its own knowledge bank, and if those keywords matches over there, believe me, machine is not going to think, oh my god, this person has not followed a particular order. No, order doesn't matter here, my friend. What matters is, do you speak all those keywords that is given on that particular image or not? If you do, you are good to go. If you don't, believe me, this section will give you a big time hit, and you don't want that. Also keep this in mind that whenever you speak, usually what happens, we have to speak for 40 seconds. The best time I would say, you can speak for 35 to 37 seconds. So what happened this time, when I gave for this examination, I finished a description of an image in like 20 to 23 seconds. And then I realized, my God, what I'm doing, I had left so many points. So again, I started speaking about those points, that this line says about this y-axis says about this. Do not use x-axis and y-axis, okay? Just use whatever that x-axis is representing. Like maybe x-axis is representing population, okay, and y-axis is representing the name of the countries. So you just include all of those countries' name in your speech, and all the data given as according to the population. So once you do that, make sure you're still finishing your describe image section within 35 to 37 seconds, and that is perfectly fine. Don't target 40, otherwise you will go over the limit, and that is a very dangerous thing here. Just make sure you're finishing it at 35 or 37 seconds, not before that, because there are so many things, believe me, on this section that this system, this machine's algorithm is going to check. So if you just go with the proper like introduction, middle section, and conclude, believe me, you may not be able to cover up everything. But if you just go slowly, you cover everything. Don't focus too much about this thing. Oh my God, I need to go with the order, with proper order. There is no order, believe me. There is no order at all. So what is here you need to keep in mind is you mention every keyword in your describe image section. And believe me, this is your key to success. You will hit 90 out of 90 in this section. Good luck with that. All right, guys, so let's move on to the next section, which is retell lecture. So here you get an opportunity to listen to a lecture that runs around like 40 to 50 seconds. What you have to do here is, first of all, make sure the notepad is handy and your pen is working. Second thing, just note down only the keywords being spoken by the lecturer. Keep focusing on the context of the lecture as well, but just jot down only the keywords. Never try to write down the whole line. Just you need to write down is keywords. Second thing, it doesn't matter, sometime you will see, oh my God, this lecture is going haywire, I'm unable to connect the dots. That is fine. Even if you're unable to connect the dots, what you need to do, you need to write it down the keywords. And I know it is easy. Writing down keyword is not a big thing, because you listen something, okay, this is important, like the lecturer says about some place or some country, like lecturer talks about India, or maybe it talks about like Haridwar, and Haridwar is a religious place. You write down Haridwar, a religious place, and then he spoke about like some mythological character, okay, like the lecturer spoke about Lord Krishna. So what you need to do, even if you are unable to connect the dots, you do not understand how a story is unfolding itself, just try to note down the name of the characters being spoken about. And then when time comes that you need to retell the lecture, just try to connect all those dots through your keywords. Believe me, as I speak earlier, my friend, it is the machine algorithm will check whatever you are going to speak. And how a machine can check, man, believe me, in this PTE software, there is not a high level artificial intelligence is being used. It is not at a high level. It's a basic level intelligence is being used. That simply does one thing. It just matches your keyword with the keyword stored in its own knowledge bank. So if you are confident enough, and you should be, believe me, your confidence is a big key to your success. So you have to be confident. It doesn't matter you are right or wrong. You have to be confident. And how? Believe me, when you hesitate, the first thing your hesitation does to your speaking is it brings a bit of lack of clarity in your speech, and your pronunciation go haywire. And this is what the machine will capture. that, my God, this person is not pronunciation. This person's pronunciation is not good. It doesn't suit. It doesn't match with my knowledge bank. So simply machine will deduct your marks right over there. In short, let me tell you in retail lecture, make sure your notepad is handy and your pen is working. Second, jot down only the key words spoken by the lecturer. Third, try to connect the dots. Even if you are unable to understand the lecture, that is quite fine. Keep noting down the important words like the name of the person, name of the scientist, when the year when this thing was being done, 1931, and make sure when you go for retail lecture, you speak out all those keywords one by one. Even if you don't understand what the context of that story was, make your own story with all those keywords with such a confidence and clarity and a better pronunciation that, believe me, the algorithm will give you 100% marks in this. It is easy. It's a machine versus human fight, believe me, and human intelligence is always above a machine intelligence, and you are a human. You are on the plus side of it. Use that advantage. Good luck. All right, so welcome everyone on the last section of PTE Speaking, which is answer short questions. Believe me, this section is easy. You don't need to worry about this. It just checks your general knowledge as well as your presence of mind. So to improve your general knowledge, I would say there are, abundance of sources available on YouTube. Just go through YouTube channel, just type answer short question PTE Speaking, and you will find there's so much information available. Just play them. Just like you love listening to music, just play those answer short questions. You just listen all those questions, one by one, one by one, and believe me, that will give you a better understanding what type of questions are actually being asked, and most of the time they are repeated, so you are automatically going to get advantage of that as well. Believe me. Also keep one thing in mind: when once you hear the question, you need to answer in within 3 seconds, else it will not get recorded. So this is an important thing you need to keep in mind. Also, just focus on few things, like you need to use a somewhere, or you need to use a and n somewhere, like an orange if answer is orange, okay, or somewhere a, n, or somewhere system checks whether answer should be in a singular one or it should be plural one, like kites, not kite, kites. So you need to keep these small things in mind. And I would say this is not a difficult section. And if at times you do not able to understand the question at all, do one thing, just repeat the question. Will that help? See, it could help if if the answer, like sometimes it happens, if there is an answer within the question, so yes, you will get full marks right over there, because it's a computer algorithm, buddy. So computer algorithm will just check the pronunciation, and somehow it will match with its own knowledge bank. So you may get a plus of that. Otherwise, I would suggest it is not difficult. Just go with a complete peace of mind, and yes, definitely practice for this. On YouTube, believe me, there are thousands of material available. On Google, you type answer short question for PTE Speaking, you will get PDF books available there. You simply spend like few hours over there and you are good to go. Questions are very easy, believe, very easy. It would be like, what you call a book written on someone's life. So it's a biography. And now they may change the question written by the person itself. So then it turns into autobiography. Okay. So these small things, believe me, they will just check your mind. So, but believe me, you need to be prompt there within 3 seconds. Key is speak in 3 seconds with confidence, and you would be through. So again, good luck to you all for this PTE Speaking section, and that concludes this part. If you have any questions, I request everyone to please drop your questions on the comment section, and also do subscribe to Sohan Hind channel. I'm in the coming days, I will upload for reading tips as well as listening tips. So if you also have any doubts on this section, do let me know. And thanks for listening. Have a great day. All right, guys, thanks for listening. PTE Speaking tips, and this is time to conclude this section now. What I want you guys to do now, first of all, do subscribe to Sohanin channel, as I would be coming with tips for reading and listening as well in coming weeks. And if you have any doubt, drop me your queries on comment section. So don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.